My name is MindBender, and I am a graduate student here at Berkeley. And when I came to Berkeley, I came with very high hopes of, the education. I wanted to get an education. Our parents were not very rich, so we as immigrants wanted to make it as, as an engineer. Engineers make good salaries, so I wanted to make it as engineers, and wanted to make money, and education was one way, and my brain was pretty good, so I was a good hardworking student, and Berkeley was the place. But 1 year into Berkeley, 1995, I ended up having migraine headaches. The doctors couldn't. I went to the doctors and emergency rooms. I would go to emergency room 3 to 4 times a week, and I'd get Demerol shots, and it would be just horrendous. With 3-4 technical classes, it would be really bad. So anyways, this went on for about a year, and it was really bad because I was at that time in any academic arena, professors want results, and I had counted on myself to be able to produce results. I begin to think ahead, thinking, hey, I'm not going to be able to get a bachelor's. I'm not going to be able to produce these results in classes. My life's probably not worth anything. My brain is the one that's affected by these headaches, and so I can't think. So pretty soon, my life's pretty much worthless. Earlier, all my trust and everything had relied on my brain. Now, the thing that I had relied on had kind of, I couldn't rely on it anymore. So pretty soon the purpose of my life, which was a kind of education I guess I had relied on, had been miscalculated, and it wasn't. I didn't have a purpose in life. So I kind of, since the headaches were so bad and I wanted them to end, the only way to end them was suicide. And it wasn't just a passing thought, it was a reality to me. I gave myself a year. I said, if I don't find a purpose, life's gotta end, because these headaches are too bad. I couldn't take the pain without this purpose. There's really nothing that's propelling me to move forward. There has to be a drive inside. Earlier there was a drive inside. Now there was no longer a drive with these headaches. There was no longer a drive. And I began asking a purpose to my parents. I grew up in the Sikh faith, which is very similar to the Hindu faith, but Sikhs wear a turban. And I attended a Sikh temple close by, but it was like a Sunday thing. You go and you come back, and that's it. There's not much of a relationship with God, And so I asked them about purpose in life. I asked my parents, I questioned my parents about purpose in life, and as I was struggling through this purpose thing, as I was asking these questions, a friend actually, who I don't know, I assume God sent him, looking retrospective and, looking back, he asked me one time if I wanted to come to Bible study or something. And, I went to Bible study. I said, yeah, I'll go and stuff. And because I had grown up in the Sikh faith, I still struggled with many questions, but the purpose, of who Christ was, that what Christ came down here to do on earth, what Christ said the purpose of our life should be, and what my life had been so far till 21. I was 21 at this time, so I had kind of learned that so far my life's purpose had been misdirected, and I began to learn of these things, and of course, but I wasn't convinced too much. The purpose of my life was becoming clear. I was reading actually Acts recently, and it was about the Acts chapter 4. It was about through the power of Christ, a crippled beggar got healed, and the apostles were saying that this guy stands before you only because of the power and person of Christ. Through faith in him, this person has been completely healed. And and I was thinking, man, that's absolutely true. What God has been able to do is give me that supernatural strength, which still remains with me. I still go to school and I still do my daily activities. But, that just like the crippled beggar, Jesus he was standing because of Jesus. I stand before people because of Christ, really. It says complete healing was given to him, and that's of course spiritual healing. And complete spiritual healing was given to me only because of Jesus Christ, and somehow it's supernatural healing. It's a bit tough to understand, but it's supernatural healing.